Good morning, Rise of Kingdoms. What's up, Captain? You guys have commands now. I hope you like them. New Jack, Ray, good to see you guys here. Thank you for joining us early on well, I guess it's not that early. It's 9 a.m. here. I've been up since 3 a.m., so we're already 6 hours into our day. We will be watching that Imperium KVK, which just goes restart, and those other kingdoms we were watching the other day. Quite a few kingdoms. Well, 2, 4, 8 kingdoms in here. 35 being the newest kingdom. Ray says he's quite interested to see how they does. Why? What is the deal with 35? Are they like a up and coming kingdom? I mean, if they got 4 stars already, that's a relatively new kingdom. But in any case, we are here. We did some training yesterday at Reset. We're getting first place in the Gold Head event, so I figured, what in the hell do I have to lose? These are our Zenith rankings thus far. Granted, we're only, 12, 13 hours in or so, but 14.7 million. It's not the greatest skin in the world, but, hey, if it's reachable, why not? And I still got plenty of speed ups, right? I used all my blue ones yesterday, so I still have all my green general speed ups, and then we got some more training speed ups from the Zenith bundle, so we're good to go if we need to train more. I seem to think maybe that 14 to 18 million range is the sweet spot where we can kind of sneak into the top 10, but we'll see. We will certainly see in the next few days. Got my CC at the altar to get some more honor. But in looking at this map, really not a whole lot changed with the past 7 opening. It was kind of a stalemate on both sides, I think. Not much going on here either, as those Kingsland passes open in exactly 12 minutes and 25 seconds. How much speed ups do I have left, or how much did I use? I don't keep track. I probably should have taken a screenshot before and a screenshot after, but hindsight is 20/20, right? In the moment when you've got Duke, when you've got a training rune, you just kind of go for it. What's up, Mr. Mania? What happens to people that violate the Gold Head event? So, our Gold Head event, we give out first and second place. So, in order to request first or request second for a given Gold Head event, you post in Discord that's what you're looking for. As long as you haven't had it in the last 3 months, then it is generally open to you. If more than one person requests it, then it goes to the person who has the most time in between their last first place and this first place. But generally, we don't get violators in the Gold Head event. If we do, it's generally one of the players in the kingdom that we don't want here anyway. So if somebody passes for first place, for second place, that's not there for the Gold Head event, we'll just find them on the map and zero. If it's another PK player, one time, shame on you. We'll kind of forgive them, and if it happens again, then there are consequences to deal with. But we try and keep the Gold Head events low. If you're getting first place, we want you to get at least double this base reward score. So first place should get a minimum of 840,000 points. That way second place can come in behind first place, and there's still room then for other people to get the base rewards. Peyton says, I guess I should get on and fight at the pass opening. Hey, send me reports if you got them. If you have time. I know there's 100 other things you're doing when Kingsland opens. So if you have time to send me reports, fantastic. I'll take them. If not, I completely understand, Peyton. I mean, there's a hand, I'm not going to sugarcoat things, right? There's a handful of players in 1029 that we want gone. They generally do not disrupt gold head events, maybe once a year. But if one of our bigger players sees that it's right before the end of the event and somebody who is not approved has pushed into first place, then all bets are off. Anyone can do anything they need to do to get that first place and take it away from that quote-unquote rogue player. Swizz, these passes open in 9 minutes and 19 seconds. As far as KVK, we're top 100 in honor. I really don't ever push in honors, so it is what it is. Coalition, we are currently second, no big deal. Camp, we're currently first, again, no big deal. These rewards aren't just overwhelming that you want to, I put any emphasis on honor whatsoever. Individual rewards, done. 4 million kills, 15 million kills, 40 barbarians, 100 barbarians, 200, 400, 800. Alliance construction, 120, 450, 1500, 3500. Then, of course, we got all the honor point rewards. So all the individual rewards are completed. They have been for about 5 days. I just been farming. As far as conquest rewards, we're going to get the 2 high rounds at the end. We're going to get the 4 high rounds at the end. We're going to get the 4 circles at the end. We're going to have 2 sanctuaries, 4 sanctuaries. So the only one of these, the 2 of these, I guess I should say, that we're not going to get are the zig at the end here and the zig at the end here. So our camp is getting 30 Autric inscriptions. They'll be split between the 6 kingdoms. Based on contribution. 1029 is getting 8 of those 30, and those are going to the 8 players who were in top 15 in both kills and deads for the entire KVK. So we should be getting an Autric inscription. Originally I wasn't going to take one, but the leadership team here is like, no, you need to take one. You need one on your Gorgo for garrison. So they kind of convinced me to take it, and we'll get this destructive inscription, which we will put on our Gorgo march. That will then look like this. I forget exactly which one destructive is for. I forget how to look, right? Codex, is that it? So destructive goes on, that parchment? So we'll be replacing battle ready with destructive. We'll probably move battle ready to another commander. Hey Gosu, good to see you. How important are stars for KVK? The star is just cosmetic. I could care less about the star on the banner. It's just for bragging rights, for people to, swing in the wind, right? I think it's my understanding anyway that stars, if you have more stars on your banner, you get harder matchups in KVK. If that indeed is the case, hell, I'll sit on 4 stars all day long. But it's those Autric inscriptions that hurt, right? Because, you've got, You know, in a camp with 5 kingdoms, you have 240 players that are deserving of those Autrix. And water does as well. You know, so no disrespect to water intended here, but, you know, it's just a shame Lilith makes you split it in such an uneven fashion. I can see maybe 200 to 100, or, you know, let's say 180 to, you know, 100 or something like that. What we get 270, so maybe 170 to 100. You know, I can see something like that, but I don't know. It's hard, but it is what it is. Every item in that shop is for the scroll one. That's good to know. And I think Noobzilla already has that inscription on his arch formation, so he gave up his Autrix reward. That's going to Captain Stinky. By the way, Stinky and A both have commands now in Nightbot, so be sure and pop those from time to time. Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%. The uneven split is because they want the allies to fight in Kingsland so that they get more money, so that people buy more stuff, so that people spend more stuff, so that people buy more stuff, right? 100%. You know, that combined with the fact that the way the game is going with the different divisions, 800 players per KVK, you know, they're trying to downsize these KVKs, and that combined, the divisions combined with the limited number of Autrix inscriptions, that, you know, will help even out the power levels amongst the kingdoms from top to bottom. And I think we're seeing that already. You know, the bar for Imperiums is getting lower and lower and lower every single day, and we are seeing harder and harder and harder C and D seed kingdoms in our matches every single KVK. So it is obvious to me anyway that the talent pool for Rise of Kingdoms is not just in those high Imperium kingdoms anymore. It's getting spread throughout the Bs, throughout the Cs, and throughout the D kingdoms as well. We did 2 interviews this morning for recruitment. Got 20 players now confirmed coming to the kingdom after KVK, 3 that are undecided yet, and another 3 to interview in the next few days. So if anyone is still looking, 1029 is recruiting right now. If you're a European US player, we're being super selective on European US players. We've got a nice group of those players: rally leads, garrison captains, fillers, open fielders. That's not to say, you know, you couldn't get in here, so it's worth a try if you're interested. But really, we're looking for a good 5 to 10 people in the Asian, Australian, Oceanic time zone is what I guess it's called, to help with our downtime. You know, right now when we have downtime, it's playing defensive for 5 to 6 hours. And we would like to have players online to not only help with that defense, but maybe get aggressive during that downtime too, so that we can be aggressive 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and not just when the Europeans and Americans are online. Hubs. Oops. Swizz. Hubs is the man that knows all the numbers. He's got a spreadsheet for everything. He'll let me know once we get to that threshold, but last I was told we had a room to play about 700 million power we could still bring into the kingdom. So with the last 3 people coming here, I think that's down to about 500 million power before we even hit C-Seed. I would agree with that statement, Freshly. You know, you see your fair share number of C and D kingdoms, though, that are comprised mainly of free-to-play players or low spenders. But this has been consistent for probably the last 2 or 3 KVKs. We have definitely been seeing more kingdoms in the D seed that are tougher combatants than we're used to seeing, than we saw in the beginning anyway. All right, they are doing it. They are hitting the passes. Top versus bottom. Fire and earth versus wind and water. And, you know, generally, you tell 20 people they're accepted to come to the kingdom. You know, you're probably going to get in 17, 18. You know, you'll have a couple that'll want to finish KVK out in their other kingdom, and the timing just won't line up. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll get there, baby steps. I'd rather grow slowly than just open the fucking floodgates and let 100 people in here that I haven't talked to, I haven't interviewed, and I haven't gone over the kingdom rules with, right? So, you know, this game will be around for years to come yet, so just taking baby steps here. And we'll see how we play out in a couple of KVKs as a C seed, and then, you know, we'll go from there. But my goal is to, you know, play a KVK, skip a KVK, go into another KVK. Maybe skip one in between, and that's it. With the number of season coins that are going to be available as rewards in KVKs, and them increasing the... so orange has got both of theirs. Purple has got theirs up on top. Let's check out red. Oh, they're still... Oh, my goodness. They're far behind on that one. But this is the important one here. With the number of blueprints that you can get now in KVKs, you know, two Pride of the Khans, 2 Sacred Dominions, so on and so forth. Maximizing your KVK participation is gonna be critical. All right, so where are the first fights? Probably in this general area here, huh? We've already got flags dropped that are touching. Over here as well. I see a red flag down. I don't see a purple flag down yet. Can they not jump the mountains there? Those might be too high. Or there might be barbarians or a resource node blocking. Oh. That would be bad. Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, getting those teleport spots. These guys have 2 flags down here already. Correct. Top versus bottom. Appreciate y'all jumping on, hanging out. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Swarm that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It's 100% free, it helps me out tremendously. Once we hit 3,000, I'll be scheduling a giveaway stream. We'll give away a couple of t-shirts. Electro King will be giving away a profile picture. Let us turn off simplify graphics and just get bombarded with colors and lights and sounds. Who builds first? 1 hour and 29 minutes? 3 days, so there's nobody in that flag yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gotta have those fast marches. These guys need to push down as fast as possible and block them from those flags, which it looks like that's what they're doing. 8 minutes to 24 minutes. Where are the triple line formations going to this flag? Come on. Oh, stop posturing. You ain't got time to just posture and stare at him. Frickin' go for it, y'all.
Fight!
King buff on the top, king buff on the bottom. Let's rock. Two minutes on that top flag. Can't even see the bottom flag. Not seeing a lot of sad faces here. That's kind of weird. When I say subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button lights up. What do you mean? Where? I've never noticed that before, if that is the case. All these other kingdoms must be done with Ark, because we're getting a ton of applications. Top flag in 13 seconds. Let's simplify graphics, see if we can't even see this bottom flag. Okay, there it is. 1 minute, so they gotta swarm it. If they want to take it down, they gotta swarm it. Right now their whales are screaming, teleport, teleport, teleport. Get the fuck out of my way. Only 18 likes. Yeah, they're swarming the flag. Or somebody's hitting the flag. Come on. Everybody. Everybody. Screw the open field marches. Target the flag. They're gonna take it down. Oh, okay, all right. I can say, how did that dude teleport in there? But somebody must have hit barbs. Oh, they got a Yan in there now. There's an actual garrison captain in there now. Which does anyone know which of these kingdoms Chisgul's restart is in? 12 seconds. Oh, that flag's getting built. Not enough people swarmed it. Alright, do we got cities on the map yet up here? No cities have teleport? Okay, there's one. There's one. Boo! Kansas City, boo! $78 million teleported for? Is that the best you got? Alright, let's take a look at the other side. Yeah, no mountain jump there. The alliance is called SIP. So they are this purple camp on top. Minutes on that flag, 41 seconds on that flag. Are they not touching on purpose? Oh, come on, you pansies. It's a lot of numbers to remember, Captain. The Legend Pooh. That's freaking ridiculous. There's a freaking burglar right in the middle of their teleport spots. 90 million, 11 billion kill points. Nice. 37 deads. What's up, Pineapple? Alright, so I kind of want to see what's going on the left side of the map here, because, yeah, these guys were not able to jump the mountains here, it looks like. So they're not even touching tips yet. Hubs is here. Welcome, Hubs. No birthday parties today? What is this I'm seeing in my general chat here? From Chisgo Gaming. 2605 leadership has asked me not to comment on migration until a later date. Thanks for understanding. So I guess no comment is the official response from Chisgo on 2605's migration. Can I migrate as a 42 million T4 player with a single march? What time zone are you in? Because you can fill flags and rallies with any march. If you're in the US European time zone, answer would more than likely be no. If you're in the Asian Australian time zone and are willing to fill flags and fill rallies in the downtime, certainly send me a message. We can talk. But right now we're pretty good on the low spend free to play players in the EU USA time zone. I really need, well, not really. I mean, we do fine during our downtime. It's just playing defense more than it is playing offense. And I feel bad for Mad Mania and Classified, who are on during our downtime, having to play defense all the time because, you know, they're not racking up kill points like the rest of us are then. I think Chisgo's Restart Kingdom is one more KVKs than his main kingdom. I heard rumors that they were going to a kingdom in the 3000s, which absolutely blows my mind, but, you know, it is what it is. So I don't know. It's looking to me like this top side has got a solid handle. Although I don't know, the purple guys, they've built, they've got more TP spots, I think. Or they will shortly. This top side is kind of screwed with these freaking mountains here. We'll see. These will potentially be the first two flags to touch. 2 minutes, 18 seconds to 16 minutes. Did y'all not pop the fast flagging? Or maybe they did and they just can't get to that flag. So let's watch this flag go down here in 1 minute, 58 seconds. WX34 just all over the field.
All I ever wanted was you, but you left me alone inside these empty.
And I know there is several others streaming right now. I think Chisgo's streaming this. I think Plato Gaming is streaming his weekly podcast, drama-filled podcast with, I think he's got a guest on there. I think Foe is on there now. Yeah, just keep grinding, Pineapple. Just keep grinding. You'll get there. You'll get there. How's your KVK going, Gosu? Last I saw, you guys were not winning that first zone, but things may have changed. I know you took several city rallies. If you care to see Gosu's rally city get rallied, be sure and check out his channel. Got a nice video where he kind of breaks down what he did right, what he did wrong. It's very informative. So my intent this morning was to play other games instead of Rise of Kingdoms before I started streaming, but that didn't work out too well. A couple of interviews this morning. I rearranged my commander spreadsheets as well that I track my commanders and my equipment on. Put together our Ark plan for tomorrow. We got wrecked in Zone 4, but our allies are doing well. That's good. That's good. I mean, at least, I mean, half of the battle is getting to Kingsland, right? Once you get to Kingsland, oh, this must be Tides of War. You can't attack that flag for 3 hours now. That was, oh. Whew. So they cannot attack that flag for 3 hours. That's a big deal. Although there's nothing bordering it. Right? Or am I on crack here? Yeah, there's nothing bordering it. That was a waste, I guess. I thought that was, I mean, if there's, yeah, okay, there is territory bordering it. I'm smoking crack today, right here. So that flag is staying there for at least 2 hours and 57 minutes before it can even get attacked. This territory is just loading in funny. Minute 53 there. Let's zoom out. Let's scroll down here, scroll back up here, and maybe everything will load a little bit better. So minute 7, minute 2. But did they just cut themselves off? What is this? That's bot. This is bot. So this other kingdom is pretty much cut off. It's not good. Now they could have imprisoned those cities, self-imprison. Get them to stay there. Cut off kingdom is just a farm alliance. Yeah, but still. Rookie mistake there. Drop a flag before anyone's ready to get into it. Ninja skills activated. Tap it again. Tap it again. Go swarm it. Go swarm it. Go swarm it. Oh. That's painful. That's painful. Their flag builder needs some lessons here. What's up, Yassine? Good luck dropping flags there if you don't own the field. They're just going to keep doing that. Boom, boom goes Thunder. Welcome, Thunder. Good to see you. Good morning. So this flag's on fire. Not that flag, though. Oh, I see. Okay. So Chisgle's restart's got a flag on fire, but the other guys here do not. Although that's a, why does that say ineffective? I'm so confused right now. The game is just probably failing to load. I have not heard anything about changes to the 150 million power cap. What, fill us in freshly. Where did you hear this, and what are they? So what if you're at 250 million power? Are you 160 million power for matchmaking, or are you 200 million power for matchmaking? Look in Discord. Okay. Which Discord? I have 50,000 Discords. Sorry, but you'll have to be more specific. 250 power is 250. So a billion power is a billion power for matchmaking? Are they going back to the old way? Hi, if we have players over 150 million, is it still the case that any increase in their power is not added to overall kingdom power? Greetings and welcome. This is Rise of Kingdoms Service VIP channel, dedicated to our VIP players. Thank you for contacting us. Apologies for the wait. No, it is calculated based on actual power, not capped at 150 million. So with matchmaking, etc., it's the full power counted. Answer, yes. That's quite interesting. When did they change that? They snuck that in there without telling anyone. Yeah. I mean, honestly, there are times where I've emailed or I've sent the same question to Charles Martel VIP as I sent to Caesar VIP, and they give me completely different answers. So, do I always trust the answers I'm getting from VIP support? Honestly, I do not. Seems like there are some times where they are not on the same page. More often than not, I would say they're not on the same page. So we'll see. It's not going to impact us. I don't think we have anyone over 150 million power even. Well, if their VIP support is anything like the customer service teams that I have worked in, managed, worked with, supervised, dealt with in the past, you know, they have certain service level agreements that they have to meet. You know, you have to answer incoming emails or incoming instant messages within X amount of hours. You have to answer the phone within a certain number of seconds. You have to get that person off of the phone within a certain number of minutes. So You know, if it's a contracted service that they have to do VIP support, to do customer service, more than likely there are some service level agreements that they have to adhere to. Otherwise, they have some stiff penalties. So I would not be surprised if you are correct there, A, that they just try and shut people up as quickly as possible and wrap up the conversation so that they can meet those agreements. But I guess time will tell. Even I'm getting 25 million power back at the end of this KVK, so even after that, I'm not going to be above 150 myself. Balling up to protect that flag, but what about this flag? Are we just letting that go down? Looks like red has got a really good start up here. Orange has got quite a large section down here as well. The worst part about Kingsland when it first opens is all these frickin' resource nodes, right? I mean, there are limited teleport spots because of all those damn resource nodes. Chisgle's in the top right kingdom, right? Are they blocked? They're not blocked yet. Not blocked yet. Oh, sip right here? Yeah. Yeah, unless they're going to fast build and kind of sneak in this way. Chisgle's in a kingdom, stoners in pajamas. Yeah, a couple more flags, they will be blocked. Interesting. I find it real interesting that these kingdoms specifically build flags not to touch each other. Yeah, they do. They do, and I don't know if you guys remember Skywalker. Skywalker has a video out there from a couple of years back going over mountain jumps, and it's not so much. It has more to do with the height of the mountains than it does with the flags being able to touch each other. Because even if the flags can touch each other, if the mountains are too high, it's not going to let you drop a flag. He's a bit further to the right of the ball. Let's see if we can find Chisgle in this mayhem. So, I mean, I don't pretend to understand territory. That's why I got smart people like Captain Stinkfuss and Hubs in 1029. You would think. I mean, 1486 and 2133 are not brand new kingdoms. You would think that they are territory folks by now. What's up, Clap? Uh-oh. I don't know if I would have wasted an archer tower there. Because you're only going to get rid of 2 cities. You know, then again, if you can... I mean, if you can burn what? 1, 2, 3 flags, that territory's gone. Yeah, are they? Yeah, they're completely blocked now. SIP is completely blocked. Ooh, that's a good use of that 3 hour. Nice. Nice. Pink using their brains here. Can't attack this flag for 3 hours now. Look at that. So these guys had the benefit of a screwed up mountain jump right here. But it looks like the folks from the bottom, Peng, was able to build up quicker. And now this first flag, this flag that's touching, has got a 3 hour timer on it. You can't attack it for 3 hours. So the red folks need to focus on this flag here, which it's already on fire, so maybe that's what they'll do. Then this means nothing. Other than the fact that, you know, they got to build up here now. Big brain plays here. I heard you need a superhero. What's up, Tech? Sheep Man, the answer is 600 million. The top of D seed. Okay, so we have 600 million left to play with. Plus a little bit more to solidify ourselves as a C seed kingdom. So once again, if you're in the oceanic time zone, including New Zealand, Australia, Japan, Korea, Eastern China, you're looking for a smaller, family-friendly... Okay, we're not family-friendly, we swear all the time, but you're looking for a smaller, more tight-knit family-type community. You're sick of those A-seed Imperium drama and bullshit. Hey, hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on Discord. Thank you for the subscription, Spell TV Killer. Appreciate that. That doesn't mean we are completely rejecting U.S. and European players. If you are a U.S. and European player looking to migrate to a smaller, very well-organized kingdom, and you are a mid-spender on Crystal Tech, max spender on Crystal Tech, still hit me up. Hell, even if you're a low spender, free-to-play player, what's the worst that's going to happen? I say no, and you're no worse off now than you were yesterday. So hit me up. I'll ask you some details. We can talk. But according to our stats guy, Mr. Hubs, we can add about 600 million power before we're out of D seed and into C seed. Seeing as we want to be on the lower end of C seed, I would say probably 1.2 billion power, just a guess. Kind of remain on that mid to low end of C seed, and then there's Hubs coming in with the numbers. Top of C seed would be 2.6 billion. So, we are the right players. We're here for you. We're here for you. I got players everywhere from 60 million to 120 million coming in for this next migration window. We want players that can sustain themselves with resources and speed ups. Players that are smart, that we don't have to teach the game to. We don't have to tell them, no, we can't attack that flag because it's not touching our territory. Players that understand how to follow markers, who are objective-based fighters and not kill point chasers. And people who enjoy a highly aggressive style of play. We don't send rally after rally after rally at a flag or a fort when you can swarm it and get it done the first time. Thunder is saying send him feet pics for quicker acceptance, but in reality, I have those feet picks on auto forward and they go straight to Thunder. I am now regretting the decision to make you guys moderators here. And of course, I took the smartass emoji off, so we'll just drop this in there. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Yeah, Thunder. Are you pushing, or you're waiting to see where Zenith sits on the last day, right? So far, it looks like everyone's just getting the base rewards and calling it a day. So they're not touching in too many places here. $3 okay, there's a smart play there. $3 just dropped on that flag. So that flag is safe for 3 hours. So the orange guys now have to focus on this flag. But with that flag safe for 3 hours, they're not getting cut off, at least for the next 3 hours. And then you got a 20-minute burn time on the flag, so Some smart decision making by the purple folks there. Appreciate that, Mustafa. If you can, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. You focus on fighting, man. Sell 160 million VIP 1841 max legendary price $320 US. Wow. Wow. So yeah, this just goes to show, if you're new to the game and you're enjoying the game, don't spend a ton of money in the game. There are decent accounts out there for sale. Now, I cannot guarantee the authenticity of that Discord and whether you'll get ripped off or not, but there are decent accounts out there. And what exactly do they mean by max legendary commanders, right? Do they mean 41 commanders at level 60? Or do they mean 41 expertise legendary commanders? I can't believe, this kind of blows my mind that there are no flags burning. That's a scam? I don't doubt it. Don't buy from that guy? Okay. I did not plan to buy an account anyway, but I'm just, Hell, I went down from 10 farms to, what do we got now? 4? $15.56, I think that altar was supposed to start. Anyone in 1029 who's got their ears on, oh, the other farms, I'm letting them go to the cloud. It's just too much to manage. I mean, I do fine on resources. Maybe after the next KVK starts, we'll bring them back out of the cloud and start farming on them again, and then let them go back to the cloud when that KVK is about to finish. I don't plan to migrate anywhere anytime soon, so if I need to use some of this stuff in here, I certainly can. Oh, is it 17? Okay. Thank you, Thunder. I've got marches there from my 3 farms already, but this is our Osiris matchup tomorrow. Looks, I don't know, fairly promising, right? 14 players to 16 players. Kill points we have an advantage on. Matchmaking power we have an advantage on. So we'll see. I mean, the fact that their power is about equal to ours with only 14 players and we have 16, that could be problematic, but time will tell. You're the king now. You get your minions to use the farm as filler troops in KVK. Yeah, you guys are grinding on her. I mean, seriously. I don't have the patience. So there's Thunder in 10th place. There's Captain in 14th place. Hubs and Mad Mania, they were in like first and second there in the first weeks or so, but they've kind of dropped off. Animal, another 1029 players in first place. So we've got one, 2, 3, potentially 3 players in the top 20. That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I would love to sign us up for Ark League, but we don't have 30 players consistently able to play for regular Ark. You know, and I am not about to take a team of 16 players into League, because we would just be one of those kingdoms that people laugh at and walk over in the first rounds of group stages. I totally get it. It's rewards every week instead of every other week, but if you're getting your ass kicked every week, it's the same number of rewards. You know, you'll get 5 gold heads each week rather than potentially 10 gold heads in a regular Ark match. And nobody here wants to take it super serious. I agree. I love playing Ark of Osiris, but at the same time, I never ever want to be on a team again that takes it as serious as some of these teams do, right? I mean, I remember playing on OV, and it's like, okay, at 13 minutes, 27 seconds into the match, you need to have your marches in this location. At 13 minutes, 47 seconds into the match, you need to have your marches sad-faced and coming home. You know, and it was just a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. I mean, if we can get a group of 30 that want to do Osiris League, yeah, maybe we'll sign up in one of the sub-alliances that has max tech. But if not, no skin off my nose. I'm perfectly fine not doing it. You know, I think in the 1,500 or so matches in the early round group stages, just for one realm last season, there were maybe 30-35 matches that ended up at the winner ended up winning by less than 10,000 points. You know, and that to me just shows that Ark League is so watered down, it's not even funny. You know, you got a ton of teams that shouldn't even be in there that have absolutely no chance to compete, signing up just to sign up, and that doesn't sit well with me. It does nothing for those really good teams to play those scrubs every single week, because it doesn't prepare them for what they're going to see in the top 32 and the top 16 and the top 8 and the top 4. I'd rather see, you know, I'd rather see them cut the field down from 512 teams in the early group stages to, you know, 128 teams, or, you know, better yet, 64 teams. You know, maybe they take these Ark matches in regular Ark of Osiris and make that mean something. You know, you have a regular season and you have the playoffs. Because a lot of those early group stages, the matches aren't even worth watching. So you can see right here, the players in 1029 do not want to do Osiris League. And I'm fine with that. I mean, I personally feel like I've accomplished everything and more that I ever set out to do in this game. You know, I've won KVKs in Imperium Kingdoms and DC Kingdoms. I've won Ark League Season 3. You know, sure, I don't play Olympia. I haven't made it to the top and ranked in Olympia, but that's no big deal to me. It doesn't sound like fun. Run away, don't die, right? I have not been voted MVP in a KVK yet. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Sorry, guys. I couldn't resist, Captain Man. I couldn't resist. Is that the time frame they gave? Quarter 1? I knew that there would be a graphics update at some point in time, but I don't remember quarter one. Yeah, I like the boats. I like how, I can be an archer boat and I can just position myself and pew, pew, pew. I mean, I had a good experience playing with OV, right? And I joined the team for the top 32. It was fun, but it was stressful at the same time. They would want to practice 2 or 3 times a week, and half of the team was from China, the other half was from the U.S. or Europe, and there was never a good time to do that practice, right? So, it would be the middle of the day, and they'd be wanting to practice and be like, I'm working here, guys. So it was stressful. And at that point in time, you couldn't do practices on the weekends. Now I think they have it set up so you can schedule practices on the weekends. I think it would be good if they set it up to where you could scrimmage other kingdoms. For those highly competitive Ark teams, the only way you get better is by playing opponents equal to or better than yourself, so that you can learn something from your wins, you can learn something from your losses. For the kingdoms that are not playing top tier competition every single week, it's hard to see what others are doing. It's hard to get better. You may be right on quarter one. I don't know. I don't know if it's quarter one, quarter three. I think they said gradually over time, but we'll see. I mean, how does that, I mean, this game is so laggy at the moment for some of these KVKs. How would that impact the gameplay? I mean, it has always seemed quite odd to me that, let's try and find a river here. Is there a river anywhere in here? It has always seemed quite odd to me that the rivers look so tiny, yet you can only cross them at one specific place on the map. Speaking of maps, let's take a look at this map. So, Earth Camp is touching the Zig. Wind Camp is touching the Zig. Water Camp is very close to touching the Zig. Fire Camp is touching the Zig. So let the battles begin. Lots of territory touching over here. Let's see what's on fire. These cities here. That's got 15 minutes yet until it turns into the Alliance Arrow Tower. Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that to an extent, Gosu. There is strategy in Ark of Osiris, right? Especially at those high levels. You've got players who leave matches at a certain time so that others can join the match and send those troops to the middle. That's one thing I would like to see fixed. Players will come in and they will rush to the enemy's buildings and structures. They will sad face their marches, and then they will leave the match, and another player can join the match right away before those sad face marches even get back to the city. And then those new players joining the match are in a perfect position just to send fresh troops to the middle for that first arc. And you can do that multiple times within the KVK if you've got 10 backups. You have 3 come in at the first arc, 3 at the second, 3 or 4 at the third. You know, but it is a lot of communication and being able to adapt on the fly and change on the fly. Tika already started a stream titled "A New Shock to Matchmaking." Yeah, I love Tika, but those are Tika streams, right? I mean, I don't understand a word of the Arabic, but he loves those drama streams. That gets him the views, and hey, more power to him. I mean, I think there was a lot more strategy in Ark when you couldn't just fucking teleport when your troops were marching on the map. Because, I mean, you had to sad face your marches and they had to be back in your city before you could teleport. So I remember John Wick yelling at me multiple times, Lambo, are your troops dead yet? And I'll be like, 1:23 until they're back in my city. And he's like, fuck it. You fucked up. Somebody else take his spot. You know, so I think they kind of dumbed it down when they made it so you could teleport while your troops are marching, but I'm sure 95% of the players out there would disagree with me that it's a good change, so opinions. So, all of the flag builders should be done building flags by now. Everybody should be massing to come and fight. We've got flags on fire down here for the water camp. Got flags repairing for the fire camp. To me, it looks like fire has a greater field presence here, but it's really hard to tell. This flag is safe for 3 hours, so they're focusing now on this area down here. This flag is safe for 3 hours. As is this flag, so my goodness. Ooh, that's yeah. The 3-hour timer doesn't matter on this if you don't have territory connecting it, though. Now we're starting to see all the burning flags. Okay, good. We got resources being gathered to free up some more teleport spots. Very nice. Still a ways to go before we know who wins, but we're only, we're less than an hour into Kingsland? 83 minutes we've been streaming? Would you guys prefer to watch the left side of the map, the right side of the map, or just kind of keep hopping back and forth like we're doing? Trying to keep my eyes out for rallies. I just haven't seen any. I'm really interested to see if this arch tower makes it be able to start shooting the pew-pews. I mean, that is in range of, I mean, how many cities we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so this will shoot just at cities. Once the wall gets to 0, it teleports you back to the starting zone, which can be insanely problematic if you have troops out there in the field. Happy 10 months of Lambo robbing me blind. Thank you, Mad. Appreciate your 10 months being a member. Some serious glitching though, because half of this territory doesn't even show up. Is there a fast burn option too? Because some of these look like they're burning super quick. You know, I'm sorry, if your troops are that low on health, just fucking sad face them, man. Just sad face them. England versus Ireland in rugby. Uh-oh. Have a good one. Good luck to Ireland. I'm more interested in this left side myself, that pew pew tower. They need to heal that though if they want it to clear out all this stuff. Another person porting in within range of the tower. A lot of troops. There's no balling up. Just keep sending marches. Keep sending marches. I don't get it. You know, people are refreshing. Damn near full health marches. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't understand. I mean, this flag goes, that this Archer Tower means nothing. I do not think it will keep shooting if it's not connected to territory. I could be wrong, but they're pushing deep. That's how it appears to me. You know, although the left, yeah. Yep. That's, I mean, just based on territory, that's how it appears to me. If we look at these flags over here, right? We've got top side right flags, Earth camp flags burning. I do not see water camp or wind camp flags burning. We have fire camps that are repairing, but water camp flags are burning. So yeah, I guess that would be the short and sweet of it. It looks like at the moment fire on the left top is winning and wind on the right bottom is winning. If I remember correctly, some of these are just barely Imperium kingdoms. Alright, let's see the Pew Pew Tower. "30 seconds. Once it starts shooting, I expect everyone to spam pew pew in the chat. "30-35 is so much better, this KVK, much respect. When lost, they're trying hard as a young kingdom." Yeah, if you got a lot of natives in a young kingdom like that, it's got to be difficult because they're not going to have the commanders, they're not going to have the equipment that these other kingdoms have. But if you brought in the right migrants and you built your kingdom correctly, then you can still be competitive, I think. What happens if this tower clears a bunch of these cities out of there? We will see. We will see, I guess. This guy's getting hit first. 110 million power, 18 billion kill points, 51 million deads. Didn't miss much, Pineapple. What kind of breakfast sandwich? I had sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant myself this morning. Can't go wrong with that. Cheese, ham, and eggs on a bagel. It takes a while to repair that wall too. Once it gets that wall down, or the watchtower down. I ported into an archer tower in Ark KVK, and that tower only had like 300 hit points on it, so I knew it was going to go away soon. But it took me a damn near an hour and a half of healing just to get back up to full strength on my city. So for these players that are sitting there just taking it, it's going to take a while to recover. And if that city ports out while he's still got troops on the field, it's going to be a while before you can teleport back there. What's up, Only Farmer? Good to see you. I mean, overall, I liked playing in Tides of KVK. I think they need to rework some of the tides. I mean, you know, we have what, 5 days left in KVK? I mean, what the hell is the point of a personal directive, or excuse me, of the alliance directive to gain march speed from destroying barbarian forts? I mean, 5-6 days left in KVK. What do I need march speed for? Everything's wrapped up by then. You know, and what are these alliance directives here? Yeah, so those are okay for later, but I mean, it just seemed like some of the fighting tides that they had in here did not coincide when fighting was actually taking place. So if they could just tweak that a little bit, I would. Tides of War would be not perfect, but Tides of War would be a serious contender to play each and every time it pops up. I mean, I like the fast building forts. I like the Alliance Arrow Towers. I like the 3-hour you can't burn my flag deal. There's a fast burn on flags too that you can pop. You know, and you can pop that in a farm alliance that's in the coalition. And if you go and tap an empty flag, it's going to keep burning quicker with that farm alliance, right? So, I mean, I think it's a good premise. I think it's a good starting point for a KVK. I like it much better than Strife of the Eight. Haven't ever done Desert Conquest. It looks to me like it's better than Warriors Unbound and Orleans, which have big zones, would be very hard for lower seed kingdoms to play in. That's a good question, Pineapple. That's a good question. There we go. We got a new poll up there just for you, Only Farmer. There's the first rally we've seen. There's so much action going on here that it's been hard to see rallies coming in. And I think that flag just repaired, so they probably had this rally set up for a while and just kicked the anchor. Are they doing anything to repair this? If not, it's just a complete and total waste. She might send pics of panda toes. I'm sure that's possible. Sure that's possible. Only Farmer, you still out there? Here we go, guys. I just got feet pics of Only Farmer. Let me just bring them up here. There we go. For those that have been asking for it, there we are. There we are. So, there we go. For those wanting to see Only Farmer feet pics, there we are. It's amazing what you can find on Google. Sent me one report. Nice. Ooh, that's a nice one. Gorgo Attila. Henry Charles, huh? Tides of War. Tide skills, I forget what they're called. They are a real thing. Nice overall. Thank you, sir. Why didn't that city port out, or did it port away and come back? Alright, I think Fire's got control of that side of the map, at least for now anyway. Let's check out this other side of the map. Earth flags are repairing on the far left. This is still burning. Looks like the action is over here, though. Oh, see, look at that. I show only farmers' fee picks and we lose 6 viewers. So, oh well. Oh well, it is what it is. Zeroing some dead weights. I hope you provided them the opportunity to leave first, right? Or do they not want to leave and then it's just fuck it? It would be the nice thing to do, right? So Mustafa's in 30-35. That is the wind camp on the bottom right. Seems to be doing fairly well. Panda doesn't give him a chance. She just goes in zero. She wants those resources. That's all it is. And we have got a list of what? We have got a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have got a list of 17 players that after KVK, if they're not leaving the kingdom, that we're going to hit them. We're going to hit them hard, and we're going to hit them every week until they leave. Which, in the grand scheme of things, right? What did I say? 12, 17 players. That's not a lot. And none of them are in a main alliance, so they're all in the upper left-hand corner. So they're all in the banishment zone. We just stay the hell out of that zone unless we want to go zero. Morning, Charlotte. How are you today? I didn't use Ash in open field, to be honest. I had planned to use him behind Boudica, but I didn't, simply because if I put him behind Boudica, that means I would have to recall 2 marches in order to do a rally. So rather than use him on the open field, I just used Boudica YSG, kept Ash in my city, and then if I wanted to rally, I just recalled my 1 single archer march, and I could throw up a rally. So I've heard that he does really, really good in the open field, but I have not experienced it firsthand myself. Or you just finished your arc against... how did that go? The 846 has a good team. They just have not been able to get over that hump of 1960. It's looking good for the wind camp thus far. I think everything they touch is on fire. You know, the question is always, when does this activity drop off? You know, the more and more free-to-play players that start to fill hospitals or hit their kill or dead requirements, we'll see. Time will tell. Yeah, the one flag that they put that 3 hours on, though, over here, I mean, if 2 hours, 12 minutes, and then I would suggest focusing in this area, because you can cut off their territory if you cut them there, right? Yeah, that flag's repairing. That should get rallied soon, I imagine. That flag's still on fire for Earth Camp. That flag's still on fire. That flag's repairing. It looks like that one's next. Nice. Beat him twice. I don't know if Gorgo Attila is actually... I get it. I understand why they're using it, but... trades don't matter in Kingsland. Breaking news, I know, right? Right? Breaking news. Trades don't matter in Kingsland. The burn is what matters in Kingsland. I still like Gorgo Hera better. I really, really do. Personal preference, but... But hey, right? I mean, Chisgel made a video about it, so it's got to be good. It's got to be good. Joking, joking, joking. I think they got to go for this flag, right? Because that'd cut off all this territory to the left. Sure, it's only 3 tiles, but... Not fired at Chisco, right? I mean, I get it. I get it. The thing that irritates me is that oftentimes I'll do a stream, I'll be fighting on stream, and people will come in here and tell me, "Oh, you're doing it wrong. That's not what so and so does, or that's not what so and so does." You know, just because one kingdom, one person, one player is getting good reports with a certain combination does not mean it's going to work for everybody. You know, there's a lot dependent upon that. City skins, shrines, altars, the buffs that you have in KVK, and it just amazes me the number of sheep that are out there that just do what one or two different people say just because they see it working for that person, right? And it just, you know, if you need advice on commanders, I'm happy to give you advice. If you need advice on armaments, on inscriptions, whatever. But just because I say something doesn't mean it's written in stone and that's how it should be for everybody. You know, get advice from multiple individuals and make the best decision based on data from different sources, and don't just take data or information from one source and then go and tell others that they're playing the game incorrectly because they're not refreshing marches when they're yellow, or because they're not chasing easy kill points, or they're not hitting and running when they're targeted, or they're using the wrong commander combinations. That's what annoys me most about a lot of newer players in this game who haven't played this game for a while. Type of KVK, exactly, Logix. I mean, you get it. You get it. But everybody's eager to jump on the bandwagon. Oh my God, this is working for Plato, or this is working for Apocalypse, or this is working for Only Farmer, or this is working for Chisgull, or this is what Seawill does. You know, out of all the streamers out there, I trust what Seawill says more than anyone, because, like myself, he's an Archer player, right? And I think I'm beating a dead horse here. I think y'all know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I mean, so often I see people go into content creators chat and say, "Oh, should I max Gorgo? Should I max Nevsky? Should I max so and so?" And they're very, very quick to give an answer, but there's a lot more that goes into an answer than just a yes or a no. There's other factors that come into play. What are your other commanders? What are your current marches? What's your equipment look like? What armaments do you have? What city skins do you have? If somebody comes into my chat and says, should I max Scipio Prime? And I just say yes or no, then they're not getting a good answer from me. Yeah, I'll be the first person to admit if somebody comes in here and says, "Is 5155 good for Met?" I'm not going to know the answer because I don't run commanders that are not fully expertised. But I'll tell people that too. And generally there are people in my chat that are much smarter at me about min-maxing commanders that'll be able to say, yeah, he's good, or no, you want 5515, or but if it's hard to give an answer when you don't have all the data. And I see a lot of people out there just giving generic yes or no answers when they don't do enough to gather the data. And a lot of people then take that and run with it, and they get pissed off when it doesn't work for them. Yeah, I mean, if people out there are maxing Attila after they see some of these specific KVKs, that's a problem. That's a problem, because Gorgo Attila is not going to work in every single KVK. But hey, if you want to use Gorgo Attila in the next heroic anthem we play as a garrison, hey, by all means, you go for it. You go for it. We'll have fun. We will have fun. Reports of my PM. Thank you, thank you. Oh boy, juicy reports. Yeah, and who knows what equipment this player's got on, right? And at the end of the day, does it really matter if he's taking positive trades if that flag burns? It's Kingsland. Trades don't matter. I love Nevsky Justin. Well, I see a lot of Justin Nevsky, but I love Nevsky Justin. For one, I don't have to take my equipment off of Nevsky to do a Nevsky Justin rally. And for two, it seems to do better for me. I'm all about efficiency. If I get slightly less positive trades, but I don't have to fuck with taking equipment and moving armaments around, and, you know, taking that 30 seconds, 40 seconds, whatever it takes before I launch a rally to launch that rally, hey, I'm okay with that. I wish they made streamer mode so we could tell how many marches each camp had on the field here. That flag has been burned. That is another Earth Camp flag going down. Wind Camp looking very impressive thus far. Let's check the other side of the map. That fire camp flag is repairing. That's got an hour and 33 minutes before they can burn it there. This Pew Pew Tower is still shooting at cities. It's about to go down. I don't understand why they're not repairing it, why they're not garrisoning it. I think we've got 3-hour timers on most of these flags up here. There goes that city. Ooh, that's a lot of Pew Pew Towers. Building flag over here now, so it looks like they're going to try and come down and cut this territory, which would be the smart play. I want to watch this flag though. If they don't back build a flag here soon, then this territory on the left is going to go bye-bye. Hi Alice, good to see you. Happy Saturday thus far. It is a gorgeous day outside. I can't believe I'm sitting inside here. But .35 moving in. I imagine they got another rally on this flag here shortly. Do it 93 style, move in, clear the field, kick the anchor, burn the flag. Hey Aloys, what's going on? I don't know what the temperature is here. Hey Google, what's the temperature? .36, wind chill 26, so not bad. Got any gossip? Sorry. Got any gossip for us there, Aloys? 2605 gossip? Yeah, we were talking about that about a half hour ago, Gumbo. But yeah, it's a change. We'll see how that affects KVKs in the near future, I'm sure. What's up, bird? Oh, you're neighbor to the west of me then. I'm in Wisconsin, if you didn't know. Or didn't hear Google. No gossip. People are being very quiet. Yeah, I hear Chisgo posted a message on his YouTube that he is respecting 2605 leadership's decision and not making a video on it at this time. Well, that makes those 1 billion accounts. I mean, honestly, I'd rather have 10, 100 million accounts than 1 billion account in the kingdom. I mean, I don't disagree that a 1 billion account should not count for only 150 million in matchmaking, but yeah, I mean, you have to be a really special player then at 1 billion power for kingdoms to accept you. Yeah, what was the exact message here? Let me try and find it again. 2605 leadership has asked me to not comment on migration until a later date. Thanks for understanding. Hey, no problem. Hopefully you won Ark and had a good time. Sorry, I'm muting for time to time. I don't think y'all want to hear me eat Pringles. Yeah, I mean, I can see both points of view as far as a 150 million cap, but doesn't impact us much. I don't think we have any players over 150 million anymore. I mean, I'll get 25 million back once troops come back from KVK, so that'll put me, what, right at 132 million, 133 million. I mean, I would like to try to push 2 million or 200 million at some point in time, because there's an achievement for that. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah, that's a good formula for winning Ark right there. Win 3 out of 4 Arks and even on structure game. It's hard to win Ark if you're not getting Arks. I mean, after all, it is Ark of Osiris, right? I mean, you can even go negative on the structure game, but if you're winning all the Arks, you're generally gonna win the game. As long as you're disrupting their points on the structures from time to time. The Ash Henry rally? Or is that just Ash Henry in the field? Gumbo, I forget. Were you running Boudica Ash in the open field? We had a question in chat a little bit ago about Ash in the open field, and I think you were running it, so you might be able to answer that question firsthand. I'm trying to scroll up to find it. Allies, I'm not part of the cool kids group. You're not in the 2605 boys club? Yeah, it really it surprises me that he hasn't put out a video on it or commented on it yet, simply because that would get a lot of views, right? Everybody wants to know what the hell's going on there. And that kind of distracts people from all the drama in the 1846, 365, 2489 KVK also. I never stopped him in the past, Captain. But I guess I understand, right? Because maybe that's why they have to move kingdoms again. Because you got a lot of people that just want to migrate wherever they're going, or maybe they are going to a newer kingdom that only has a certain number of spots. So if they're migrating backwards, right? If they're migrating back to a KVK2 or a KVK3, I think those kingdoms can only accept a certain number of immigrants. And maybe they don't want that kingdom to fill up before they get all their people there. I'm just speculating here. Yeah, we read it. We read it a few minutes ago. All right. Now that I'm done with my crisps, let's take a look here. That flag, they were not able to get a burn on that, but this one is the one that they gotta keep looking at. This territory will go away once this repairs, and what is that, about 5 minutes? Just is Ash a good replacement for YSG? If somebody's only got 690 heads to invest is it worth the 690, or should they save them for the next cavalry commanders that come out? And you know me, I'm always going to say go for archers. What am I looking at here? Why am I at the level 7 pass? Who is burning where these flags touch? Nobody, because we got a timer on that one. 16 seconds there, and we'll watch them rally this flag. Reports again? Yeah, I should check more often. Henry Ash. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, that rally dipped really low. I mean, I really liked ZL Ash as a rally. It did quite well for me. Now, I don't know how well it would do against Gorgo Attila, but in our MGE, excuse me, in our KVK, right, ZL Ash did phenomenal against Gorgo and Hera, and it got, I mean, this is the trade rally against the pass. If you look up here, just all the AoE damage that ZL was doing was just freaking phenomenal. Again, here's another pass rally that traded fairly even, but AoE damage. Fairly even. That was with the Tariq, but then, you know, the AoE damage from ZL. If you can keep the rally full and you have the field, try it. ZL Ash. Lambo swears by it. I mean, it did better for me than Henry Ash, than Henry ZL, than that AoE damage. Especially if they're around the flag, if they're refilling the flag, that AoE damage is going to hit those marches trying to get in there too. Nope, you're not bothering me with the reports. I appreciate the reminders and YouTube chat, and I definitely appreciate those reports. I never ever ask for reports from people who are fighting, so I appreciate you taking time out of your fight to send them over. So far, though, it looks like Wind Camp on the bottom right is doing a number on Earth Camp on the top right. And Fire Camp on the top left is doing quite well against the Water Camp on the bottom left. So, who can push who out of Kingsland first and make it a 2v1? Gonna be a while. Gonna be a while. I think most of these alliances and kingdoms have used their 3-hour flag protection by now. Some have an hour left on them, some have 2 hours left on them yet, and then it will get interesting. Oh, I smell food. Someone's making food. I hope they're making me some. I don't want to say that too loud to pressure them into making me some, but quite know why they protected this flag, but it is what it is at this point. What'd you make for dinner, Captain? Thank you, Captain, or thank you, Gumbo. Appreciate the first-hand experience there with Ash. What's up, Cliff? Good to see you. I'm doing well. Yourself? Back building flags are ready. Hour and a half into Kingsland, their back building flags are ready. Uh-oh, Flavius now. Swarm it. Gorgo's back in there. Might be looking for a kingdom, not sure. Well, if you are in the Oceanic time zone, the Australian East Asian time zone, we're definitely looking for players in that time zone. If you're in the European US time zone and you're a Max Crystal Tech player, Rally, Garrison Lead, definitely hit me up if you're looking. Boom goes that flag. Plug your ears. But as of right now, I'm kind of pretty well set on 40 to 90 million power players. 40 players in the 40 to 90 million power range in the US and European time zone. I would really like to get a good 5 to 10 Oceanic time zone players in so that we can be as aggressive during our downtime as we are during our uptime. So it looks like Fire Camp has does not have touching flags over here. They're building one. That flag's got an hour and 25 minutes before they can even attack it, though. This flag's got an hour 34. This an hour 36. That player, bye-bye. You too real soon, bye-bye. Probably you after that. Repairing. They may have just got the last burn on that flag. That's going away. That's going away. All the flags on the left go bye-bye. Cities will be vulnerable. Do we see city rallies? Do we see swarms? Okay, let's go. Let's go. 90 million. 80 million. 90 million. 81. 97. 89. 84. 87, 75, 74. He just left. I don't blame him. 68. Swarm it. Swarm it. Swarm it. Swarm it. No, don't scout it. Swarm it. Oh, you let him get away. 108, 111. Bubbled, 126. 126 million power player bubbled. That's a fucking waste. That's a fucking waste. Port a farm in there and bubble if you want, but come on. Okay, this guy's still off territory. He's off territory. He's off territory. He's off territory. Go get it. Go get it. 63. Oh, I'm drooling. 63. Go get it. It's off territory. Go get it. Oh, 8 million, 22 million kill points. Yeah, that's yeah, that's the hard thing, right? I mean, and those are tough decisions that kingdoms have to make. You know, I've been in the kingdom we're in. We run a pretty tight ship. We will tell people to leave. We will give them passports to leave. You know, if they leave peacefully. If they refuse to leave, or if they argue, then it's time to zero them. You know. I've been in kingdoms that have not wanted to zero anybody. These are our friends. We can't zero them. I understand they haven't played in the last 3 KVKs, but yet they show up and they take Mightiest Governors and they take Goldhead events. They're going to come back and play eventually. They take Goldheads and Mightiest Governors from all the fighters, but they don't do anything in KVK. But yeah, we can't zero them. You know, I've been in both those types of kingdoms, and it's tough decisions that leaders have to make. I mean, we have a couple tough decisions ourselves to make after this KVK is over that we're in. You know, I guess I don't have a problem with people who don't contribute. For the most part, as long as they are proactive and they communicate in advance exactly what's going on. Hey, I'm having issues here, or I have to take a business trip, or you know, whatever the case may be. I'm going to be gone for 6 months and my mother just died, whatever, right? As long as they let us know what's going on. It's the people that don't contribute and don't stay in contact with us and tell us what's going on. I mean, we have a guy from oh good God. And we have a guy fighting in the war right now. The war that's going on in Europe. I forget. Oh my God. Brain fart, Lambo. Ukraine. We have a guy from Ukraine that's on the front lines, and he's actually fighting. His city's safe. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna tell anyone else to touch it. He's got a good goddamn excuse, right? You know. So I mean, it's a tough call you make. It's just that people don't communicate and let us know what's going on, and we're planning for them to be there, and then they don't show up. That's when I have a problem. That's when I have issues. And if you're traveling every single KVK, but you're in Home Kingdom, you're asking for Mightiest Governors, you're playing in every single Ark match when we're not in KVK, then that's kind of an issue as well. How is it that your business trips line up with KVK exactly, no matter if we max skip or only skip one? It just, yeah. Ooh, big fights over here. If you've got real life issues going on, Captain, you're damn right you can. You put in your work this KVK. From a leadership perspective, from a map perspective, from a fighting perspective. If next KVK you got real shit going on in your life, yeah, you're safe, man. You're safe, man. Just let us know ahead of time. It's that simple. You know, what was it? Two or three, and I use this example all the time, right? 2 or 3 KVKs ago, one of the higher power players in the kingdom, who's now not here, you know, we sent out a poll: are you going to be there when the pass opens? No answer. 2 days after the pass opens, still no answer. A couple days later, we ask him what's going on. Oh, well, I was at a birthday party for my sister. It's like, okay, how old is your sister? Well, she's like 23. Well, hasn't she had her birthday on the same day for the past 22 fucking years? Did you not know that this party was taking place in advance? Is it not something you could have told us about in advance? So that we didn't plan to have you there as a garrison lead or as a rally lead? I mean, just simple communication. It's not that hard. I have a broken nail and nightmares from Mad Mania's mug. I can't sleep, won't be able to fight the next 3 KVKs. It is what it is. It is what it is, but based on basic growth rate of nails, your nail should be healed in about 2 to 3 weeks. The psychology standpoint with Mad Mania's mug, we can get you a hypnotherapist to forget that. Sleeping, just grab a bottle of NyQuil. Perfect. We'll see you next KVK. All set. Problem solved. Yeah, we'll get a hypnotherapist. You'll forget that shit real quick. The back building has begun. Oh, looks like territory got deleted here, and SIP is now building here. So after initially being blocked off, And they are building in such a way that that building flag cannot be taken down. I imagine this flag will be deleted too in the near future. That city must have got rallied. Yeah, look at all the caravans going there. Here's your resources. See if we got any more reports here. None yet. I think they all know you're joking, Captain. Yeah, keep grinding, keep grinding. There may come a day. There may come a day. You know, generally after every KVK, we lose a couple people, gain a few people. This KVK, this one is a little bit different though. We want to move up from a D seed to a C seed. So we're bringing in a good 20 players. I got room for probably another 10 or 12 more after that. But we're looking for that oceanic time zone right now, so that we can continue to be aggressive during that downtime. I mean, right now when we're in downtime, we play defensive mainly for a good 4 to 5 hours, which is fine and dandy. But at the same time, you know, if we can maintain our aggressive play style during our downtime as well, or don't have to rely on the same 4 to 5 players every single night to maintain, you know, that would just benefit the kingdom as a whole. You know, we had good allies this KVK that seemed to have players on when we had players offline. So, you know, this KVK, I think we lost maybe 2 flags total. Aggressive during downtime means when I wake up everything is done. Won't that be nice though, to log on and, you know, everything's on fire and we're not having to do a mad scramble to defend a couple flags and clear the field and rally. And yeah, the seat of a kingdom is based on the power in that kingdom, which is why it's important after every KVK to clear dead weights out of the kingdom. Because you want to keep the power as low as possible to reflect your true fighting power and not bloated power of people that are not fighting in the kingdom. Let's go, swarm it, swarm it. Swarm it. It might hurt, but it's Kingsland. Swarm it. Where's the swarm button? There it is. Swarm it. Time to put cheese on the meat pizza. Oh. We had pizza last night. It was okay. Little Caesars. You know, I went cheap. Went cheap last night. Had to get the Zenith bundle. Went cheap last night. But their Detroit style deep dish is okay. My wife, being Catholic, got a veggie pizza. They put way too many black olives on it. Normally I'd eat veggie pizza as a leftover and pick off the mushrooms, but I can't even find the mushrooms. There's so many freaking black olives on that thing. Cheese pizza for the kids and crazy bread. And Tariq Rally coming in on this building flag that's got what? A minute 41 on it, so maybe we can keep both flags in the picture here. Counter rally on this rally, good lord. Oh, you swarm! I'm telling you didn't swarm the flag soon enough. Swarm that rally over here if you haven't done so already. Swarm everything! It might hurt. You might not get good reports, but it's Kingsland. Reports don't freaking matter, people. Have some fun. Burn that shit. Where are we at here? So, the current poll has 40 votes. Should Only Farmer be sending feet pics since she never did Zero Bloody Madness? I guess we can end that poll because we did get feet pics. There you go, in the middle of the screen right now. I'm not going to leave them there long. I don't want people puking. There we go. So thank you for sending Only Farmer. I appreciate you. For those that don't know who Only Farmer is, she's another content creator out there, one of the few female content creators for this game. So if you're not subscribed to her, head on over there now. Haha, she is still watching. Yeah, head on over there and subscribe to her now. She's closing in herself on about 2,500 subscribers. We're pushing towards 3,000 subscribers. If you haven't done so yet, I would love it if you could press that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's 100% free, costs you absolutely nothing. Once we hit 3,000, we'll be setting up a giveaway stream where we give away a couple of t-shirts from our merch store, and Electro King has volunteered to give away a profile picture at 3,000. So good stuff coming up. What's better than free, right? I was about to eat lunch too. Well, you know, that's what you get. You promised a Zero Bloody Madness and you didn't follow through. That's what you get. Only Farmer feet pics right there. They go away in 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. And my wife is looking at me like I'm fucking crazy right now. Enjoy your lunch. hour and 12 minutes here before the wind camp can start pushing up to. Oh, okay. So they did a smart play, right? They connected their territory from the pass here. So now if So now if these flags get cut, it doesn't cut this territory off. So good job, Earth Camp. Smart, smart, smart. Big brain thinking there. Ooh, look at the skinny flags in this area. Goodness gracious. Who is this kingdom? They say, get us in here. We want a piece of that action. Is that pew pew not working? Oh, 55 seconds. Pew pew, pew pew. I'm not hungry anymore. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That's quite a few cities that can hit, right? Yeah, I mean, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That flag's got a mere 44 minutes on it, and they can start burning that one too. Nothing else is touching that can be burnt, because these flags over here, at least this one on top. We've got this one on fire. We've backbuilt. Holy crap. Good God. Can we build more flags, please? That is the sign that it is not going well for water camp, right? All those backbelt flags. That's crazy. Got a crit on leadership pants on first craft. Congratulations, but it's on the farm. That's how it goes, right? That's how it goes. What did I do recently? I took Hope Cloak to level 4. So I figure if they're making me get the Autric inscription for Arch Formation for my Gorgo, then we might as well take this to level 4 so it does more damage to rallied armies. So we're getting there. This is our garrison set. I have not leveled up anything on my cavalry set yet because, you know, I don't like infantry, people. I don't like infantry. Very happy now that on the daily chests we can start working on Suleiman. Not that I'll ever use him, but easier. Yeah, for my farms, I think I have a purple infantry set, a purple cavalry set, and a purple archer set. Everything else I craft on my farms is farming equipment, farming gear, right? Windswept is always good on farms for sure. Fill flags, fill rallies, get there a little quicker. Alloys is a smart man here. Because that's all I use farms for is filling flags, filling rallies. I mean, if you looked at my 10 farms right now, 6 of which are going inactive, so we can't. I have the crystal mine built on only one of them. I don't push crystal tech. None of that. How many flags can you fit in here? Can we drop another one here? Maybe somebody should farm this level 8 gem node so you can drop another flag right there. That is the sign that it is not going well for you, that you are starting to layer flags less than 2 hours into Kingsland. If I don't understand, this person, 102 million power, 10 billion kill points. They just let their city get ported back. Are they not online? Are they not fighting? You know, what the fuck? Don't take a front row teleport spot if you're not going to be online fighting. And if you start getting hit by that archer tower, just port where it can't reach you if you're 100 million power. Maybe there's no teleport spots up close, and I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. People play this game differently. Enjoy your dinner, Captain. Hi, Jeannie. Like this guy, all you gotta do is move your city a little bit to the right. I don't get it. I don't get it, guys and girls. I just don't get it. Those are called Alliance Arrow Towers. They target cities specifically in the radius of that flag. And as soon as the city's wall, it doesn't kill troops, but as soon as that wall gets down to 0 and the watchtowers get down to 0, it ports that city back to the starting zone. This is a feature in Tides of War when you have specific tides that you can activate. I believe you can build one of these every 8 hours, up to 3 total, if my memory serves me correctly. But yeah, I mean, why risk it? You know, just if you're over here fighting, just throw your troops in a friendly city for 3 seconds. Port another ½ inch over to the right and keep fighting. Because if this city teleports back to the starting zone and he's got marches in the open field, it's going to take them forever to get home, even if they sad face him. And he's going to be out of the fight then for, 5, 6, 7 minutes. I mean, it looks like he's sad facing his marches now. My guess is he teleports here shortly. 643570 in prison. 643570. This is what, a fire camp player? Being imprisoned, very nice. Yeah, why you would go offline in the first couple hours of fighting in Kingsland is beyond me. Especially, I mean, Kingsland is the place where things can change very, very quickly. I mean, I've got good garrisons, good equipment, but if I'm going offline, if I'm going to sleep, and my city's in Kingsland, and there's still fighting going on in Kingsland, you bet your ass I'm teleporting somewhere I know I'm safe. Any pictures we can look at? Oh, congratulations on VIP 18. Ooh, that's sexy. He's won Osiris League with someone before. The Grand Prix even. I didn't get one of those. We won Grand Prix in Season 3. I didn't get one of those. That's all I got. I want a nice big trophy like that. Where's mine, Lilith? Never trust bubbles, exactly. And welcome, Nugget. Good to see you. Sent you a report. The school bus guy was in your KVK. He hit a random port to let someone have his spot, and he immediately got a prison, and Yoda was forming a city. Random TPs are dangerous. Was it really Yoda swarming the city, though, or was it Cortex? That's the million-dollar question. Ooh, there's a nice long rally. I have no plans myself to go back to a higher seed kingdom. We are working to grow Kingdom 1029. Currently a D seed. Our plans are to move up to a C seed for the next KVK, see what happens from there. You know, slow and methodical. Slow and methodical. I do not want to open the doors. You know, in my opinion, a lot of mistakes kingdoms make is they just open the doors. Right? They'll take in 100, 150 players because they want to grow. And I don't feel that's the right process to take. I would rather grow slowly and bring in the right players who have high character, who understand the game, than bring in 100 players who, you know, chase the easy kills and are not objective focused like we are. What's up, Jigga? You know, so I enjoy playing in a low seed kingdom. You know, we have 45, 47 main accounts here, 20 more coming in after this KVK. I like the smaller community. You know, you jump on Discord, everyone says hello to you. They know you by your voice. You're not just a nameless voice on a Discord server. And there are some big kingdoms that have really good communities out there, don't get me wrong. But I guess I'd rather be a big fish in a small pond than a small fish in a big pond. As long as you don't bring in Smash Squad, that would not be the case. That would not even be an option for me. What's up, MS? If Fluffy Pony wants to bring that account back to 1029, the door is wide open for him. I would love to have him back here. He was a class act and a good guy in the 2 or 3 weeks after he took over the MF account. All hail MF. He was a good guy and a class act. I mean, he could have very easily, taken every gold head event, taken every MGE, and just done a ton of damage to the kingdom, and he didn't. He participated in events. He was talking with everybody. He's a good guy. I would love to have him back here. I know a lower seed kingdom is probably not what he desires, but hey, the door's open if Fluffy would like to return. This guy's healing. He was 90 million at the start. As I understand it, and Jolene's in here all the time. There are other players in here all the time that were with 254 during the height of their activity, during their glory days, so to speak. From what I understand, they had a fantastic community there in a A-seed Imperium, high Imperium kingdom. They'd have movie nights and they'd have other game nights and things like that. And there's a lot to be said about that. That's hard to do when you have so many players like that in your kingdom. And that's not to say that there are not other Imperium or AC kingdoms or high kingdoms out there that don't have that sense of community, that sense of loyalty. Just what I have experienced in the past is, jump on Discord with 300 players, only 1 or 2 people are allowed to talk, and it's more business oriented. There's a time for business and there's a time for having fun. And if you're winning a KVK and you're burning flags effortlessly, defending flags effortlessly, yeah, then you're having fun. If you're sometimes it takes more focus and people do have to be quiet so that the war leads can lead. But there's a time and a place for everything, but I just like the sense of smaller community. All these guys have my phone number, right? If the shit's going down and they need me online, they know I'm just a phone call away, and I've got a lot of phone numbers for everybody here as well. So, they know I've got their back if they need me, and I know that they've got my back. A game like this is not going to stay alive for years and years because it's the community that's going to keep the game alive, and it's more of a, hey Jeannie, thank you for joining the Touchdown Club, greatly appreciate you. The community will be the ones keeping the game alive, not the kingdoms themselves, not the 960s, not the 2605s, the 1846s. It's going to be the community that you create around your kingdom and the atmosphere that you can provide in that kingdom for players to keep enjoying the game. Just my feelings on it. Again, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Doesn't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean I'm wrong. But life is short. As long as I'm having fun, I'm going to keep playing the game. Life is short. If you're not having fun doing something, hell, don't frickin' do it. 1862 is like that, with lots of out-of-game events. Nice. The game will live on if certain people come back. I mean, there are great players who have retired from the game, you know. MF, Bunny, just to name a couple, right? The guy in 1401, what was his name? You know, Death Squad. You know, there are some great players who have retired from this game, some classy people, some good people. Be nice to have them all back for another go at it, but unlikely it's going to happen. We've tried to pull MF back in several times, and he's enjoying life without the game, so don't blame the guy. He is got 2 young children, and you know, he's a businessman as well, so this game occupied a ton of his time. I would say probably 80 to 90% of the work done on the MF account was from MF, so that's a real time suck when you're grinding and spending and grinding and spending. So, all right. If we want to get into it, right? 2605 is breaking up. They are going their separate ways. It sounds like they are supplying alliance supplying passports to people who want them. You know, more than likely, I read somewhere it's going to go to the people who performed in this last KVK first, and then those people's farms, and then everyone else after that. Sounds like they're going to bleed every single alliance dry in that kingdom of alliance credits and leave a dead kingdom there for others to deal with. Do I think that's fair to the players that are still there? No. Are they holding hostage players that are there? Possibly. Would I do that? Would I have that approach? Not necessarily. I get what they're doing. Back when Redline interviewed Bunny, I specifically asked the question, how many of the players going to 2605 would have been zeroed in 1254 if they stayed? Bunny's answer, 60%. So that tells me right then and there that a lot of the players that 2605 got in initially from 1254 that went over with them would not have made the cut in 1254. So that in my opinion, and again, I'm not in those kingdoms, I don't know, I'm just going by what people tell me. But that then leads me to believe that they started off on the wrong foot by bringing in the wrong players to do what they wanted to do and build a 1.5, 2 alliance kingdom. If 60% of the players you bring in on your initial migration to a kingdom are players that would have been cut in 1254, that doesn't then start you off on the right foot. You've got Chisgul there, good guy, biggest YouTuber in the game for Rise of Kingdoms, right? His focus is content, understandably so. It's how he supports his family, it's how he makes his living, it's how he pays his mortgage, his insurance, his car bill, etc. Understandably so. But you bringing in the biggest YouTuber in the game, no matter how good a fighter he might be, you have a lot of people that want to go there just because he's there, and those aren't necessarily the right people that fit in the kingdom and their vision of what they need to do. So I think there's a lot of contributing factors, and at this point in time, it's probably easier for them to cut bait and run than it is for them to ask those 50, 60, 70, 30% of the players, I think Chad said in his email, to leave the kingdom and bring in and recruit new talent. So Do I understand why they're breaking up? Yeah. Do I agree with their approach? No. But again, that's my kingdom, or my opinion. I have heard that kingdom is for sale for $1,500. But who's going to want to buy a kingdom if there's no alliance credits in any of the alliances, right? Oh, is it $2,500? And Cheech, thank you for joining the Touchdown Club. I'm sorry I missed that. I was in a little bit of a rant there, so thank you, sir. You know, it's hard to build a kingdom. It's hard to grow a kingdom, right? When I was in 1039 and Chisgul left that kingdom, and he took a large group of fighters from that kingdom to start, what was it, 1075, and Smash Squad there. We tried to rebuild 1039 White Tigers, and we couldn't do it. They wanted to have a council of players that led the kingdom, rotate king between alliances. The council never voted on things quickly. Nobody ever took action quickly. Nobody wanted to zero dead weights because they were their friends, even though many of their friends were just there for Solomar gold chests, Chisgul gold chests, King of Armenia gold chests, you know, and they didn't do shit in any of the KVKs. But no, we can't zero them. But yet, hey, they get placement in gold head events. They get placement in MGEs. You know, but yet let's just leave them here. You know, we tried to rebuild that kingdom before I left there for 1052, and it just didn't work. I spent 3-4 KVKs there trying to help rebuild that kingdom, and it just didn't work. You know, those people cared more about power than they did about kills and deads and winning KVK. And that's fine if that's what you're into. Everyone plays this game differently. I think dormant is a nice way of saying dead. And yeah, you know, I mean, I feel bad for the native players in 2605 that said, yeah, come on in here. Let's build something great. I know a lot of those players have already left because promises were broken, or so I'm told, right? This is all hearsay. You know, I was told I had 2605 players wanting to migrate here before our last KVK. And I was told that they wanted to leave. They did not get along with Smash Squad leadership, and Smash Squad promised many things to players in that kingdom and didn't follow through with those promises. So there goes a flag burn. Plug your ears. You know, again, this is not my first-hand experience, and it's just what people I trust have told me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens for those players. I wish them the best. I hope they find a kingdom that they can last in, that everybody's happy in, that does well. Because it's fun to watch KVKs that they participate in. I have no hard feelings toward anyone in that kingdom, and you know, sincerely, the better they do, the more the community stays alive as well, right? You know, it's a big part of the community, like it or not, when Chisgul is in a kingdom and he's streaming their KVKs. So, you know, if we can keep this game alive for another 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, year, 2 years, by them going in another kingdom, you know, maybe it's best long term. I tell players in my kingdom that if my own mother was deadweight, I'd 0 or 2. Yeah, I mean, there are exceptions to every rule, right? Like I said, we've got a guy in our kingdom that he is Ukrainian. He is currently on the front lines fighting. You know, that, in my opinion, is a damn good excuse as to why you're not playing in a KVK. Yeah, I mean, there are going to be players, you know, and I'm not one to You know, we need players in 1029. I need players in the Oceanic time zone. You know, but I'm not one to just start DMing every single player in that kingdom at random, telling them to migrate here. You know, no, I want people in this kingdom that want to be in this kingdom, not people that are escaping a kingdom that's going to be dead in the next, 2 to 3 months. If there's anyone from 2605 that wants to come here, I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you. But I'm not going to sit here and DM everyone. I'd love to get Alloys here, that's for sure. He made no bones about it. I'd love to get him here, but at the end of the day, I hope he's happy wherever he goes, and he continues to play this game and be a part of this community on my channel and provide excellent insight and wisdom and information to our viewers here. What the hell? Captain Stinkfuss and Hubs just keep posting pictures of food in our leadership chat, and my stomach is now growling. I've heard that their core group is going to a kingdom in the 3000s. Don't know if that's true. Don't know if that's not true. Saw a post earlier where Chisgall said the leadership team in 2605 has asked him not to do any videos about it, any live streams about it, and not comment on it. So my guess is, and again, this is just a guess, my guess is it's that they're probably migrating back to a much newer kingdom that only has a certain number of spots available, and they don't want people going there before they get there. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. It's going to be interesting to watch. It has taken away much of the conversation about the 1365-2489 matchup in their KVK with 846, right? There's always drama in this game, and it's always interesting to watch. So let's take a look at the map now. I don't think much has changed due to flags being back built and so forth, but in my opinion, it looks like the fire camp is gaining control of this side. Many of the water camp flags that we last looked at were on fire. It looks like the wind camp has control of this right-hand side. Many of the earth camp flags that are here are on fire. This one is not, of course. The one we scroll into is not, right? So time will tell. What, and there's a 3-hour timer on that flag. Okay, so they can't attack that for another 2 hours and 23 minutes. So this Kingsland, it's not going to be over today. It's going to be a little while. Yep, it does look very even. If we look at flags that are burning, right, I think fire has an advantage on the left and wind has an advantage on the right. But it's yeah, they're almost free burning over here now. Your city's already smoking. You were probably getting hit by that initially, and yet you port back in right on top of it. Yeah, that 1365 KVK, yeah. I know Plato did a stream earlier where he had, I think it was Foe on. And I was streaming myself, so I did not get to watch that. But maybe we'll go back and watch that later this afternoon. But I think for now, I am just getting hungry seeing all those pictures that Captain and Hubs keep posting in our leadership chat. So we're going to call it a day here. And we might be back later. We'll see. It is Saturday, so it's my night to cook dinner. So we'll see what happens later. If this KVK heats up anymore, if there's some significant advancements in territory, we'll definitely fire up a stream. But for now, I know he doesn't speak much English, but for now we're going to get you over to Tika Gaming, where he is talking about the drama in the 846-2489 KVK. I'm sure he'll have thoughts on 2605 as well. He does speak Arabic, but he also speaks English. When you get there, say hey from Lambo. And I appreciate each and every one of you jumping on today, watching the stream, the good conversation in chat. And we'll see you all next time. Have a good one.